I'm Yegi. Those of you that don't know me, I'm a master lash artist and educator, and I own my own product line called Yegi Beauty. We are all about eyelash extensions, and that's the only thing our company focuses on. So without further ado, let's jump into this week's tutorial. So this is what we're doing. We are doing a fill on a client who wants to adjust their mapping. So it's easy to do a fill on a client who wants the same mapping. We just fill in the lashes. But for this client, she originally had a classic set and a regular cat eye shape. So this time around, when she came in for her fill, we asked, so well, how are your lashes? What do you think? Do you want to make any adjustments? And this is a technique that I do with all my clients, especially in the beginning until we figure out their exact mapping that they love, is I make minor adjustments. And this is how we can make sure they're going to love their lashes, not just like them, right? So with her, she wanted them more full. So instead of the classic, we decided to fill them in with volume. And I explained to her, since she has half of the classic on there now, when we fill in with the volume, it's going to end up looking like more of a hybrid set, but it will definitely be fuller than the classic set she had before. Now, if she wants it dramatically fuller, then we need to remove her lashes and fill it in all with volume lashes. But she did want to just fill in the volumes and keep the classics she had on, of course, to save her money as well, because now she only has to pay for a fill instead of a full set. So that's what we did. We filled it in with volume lashes. And another adjustment we did to the mapping is for the cat eye, she wanted more of a wing. And I'll show you guys how to achieve that with the lengths to have it look more wingy, I guess. Well, let's jump into the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy this. And don't forget, make sure to comment, ask questions. I try to give you guys as much as I can. And of course, if you need eyelash extension products, always shop yegibeauty.com. That helps my company out and it helps me keep creating these videos for all the lash artists across the world to make our industry better, brighter, and for us to communicate and have a fun community. So love you guys. Hope your journey in the eyelash extension world is going great. I'm here to support you. If you need anything, email, DM, comment, do all that fun stuff. All right, so here's her before for a 3-week retention. So she was here 3 weeks ago and we did a full classic set. And after my clients come back, I always ask them, was there anything different? What would you like? Just to make sure if it's their first time, we alter and we change them to whatever that they want to use for their day-to-day. So for her, we decided that we were going to actually give it a more of a wing. So we're not going to do the same mapping where it goes gradually from 9 to 12. We're going to do more of the shorter lengths, the first 75%, and only the wing, we're going to do the longer lengths. So mostly in the outer corner, it's going to be 12, just a few 11s.
The first thing we're going to do is cleanse her eyelashes. Now, since it has been 3 weeks, she does wear strip lashes here and there for more dramatic photo shoots. So we are going to remove all of the makeup, and it is tricky when they've worn strip eyelashes or a lot of liquid liner. You do want to really get in there and cleanse it. So I am using the Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover to do that first before I wash it and cleanse it with the Yegi foam cleanser. As you can see, any of the loose eyelashes that were kind of stuck in there because of the maybe strip lash glue or oils, makeup, anything else is coming off. And we want that. We want anything that's really loose to come off in the cleansing process so we can replace it during the fill and the lashes can last long again. Now I've applied the Yegi foam eyelash cleanser. This is tear-free and very gentle for the eyes and the skin and the eyelashes. So we are going to go ahead and cleanse it after removing any of the makeup residue. We're really going in there. The cleaner the eyelashes, the better our results are going to be. Now that we've cleansed the eyelashes, the next thing we're going to do is make sure they're really dry, and we're going to apply the under eye patches, do the taping so we can hold down the bottom lashes. If the under eye patches are kind of lifting, that could be due to a few reasons. It could be because the skin might have some foundation or moisturizer or naturally have oily skin. The under eye patches don't stick as good. And if that is the case, I always overlap my under eye patches with the tape that I'm using so it can also hold it down in place. Here is where we're priming the eyelashes. I'm using the lip wands, one from above, one from below, and I'm really getting in there. And as you could see, more loose eyelashes are coming out, and that is okay. I want everything that is not stuck on there really well to come out. And you could see some makeup or some strip eyelash glue is still coming off as I'm priming. And of course, that's important to have them as clean as possible so the lashes can last, the natural eyelashes can stay healthy, and nothing will be clogged or get any infections from any of the makeup or any residue that's on there. So the mapping right now you see is the previous mapping of what we had done for a classic set. I'm just showing it for reference. So it was from 9 through 12, pretty evenly split within those numbers and sections. But now we wanted to see more of a wing or a cat eye, so we're going to try to make the inner corners shorter and keep the outer corners longer. So we're replacing the 9s with 7, the 10s with 8, so we're going down the line. Now the new mapping is going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 2 sections of 12. So the bigger area, about 25% of the outer corner, is going to be 12. Once in a while, we want to check to make sure nothing is stuck underneath. So that's kind of how you do it. You lift it, you release anything that's stuck. And that's why I love using this clear tape on top of whatever tape I'm using, because if something does get stuck, it easily peels off of this tape. Here's a great shot of the isolation. So this is how clean and clear you want your isolations to be. It is easy to try to get sloppy, to go fast and not take our time to isolate, but make sure you're doing that. Again, this is going to help the client's natural eyelashes stay healthy, grow out, and your sets to last long. Pay attention to where we are gluing the fan, okay? So we are gluing the fan about 1 to 2 millimeters away from the base of the eyelashes. I always say this, but I'm going to repeat it for every video. We do not want it to be stuck to the skin. It is such a common mistake that I see. Make sure it is going about 1 to 2 millimeters away from the skin. If you are very precise, you have a lot of practice, you can get it as close to the base or even 0.5 millimeter, that's okay, but just don't touch the skin. This is going to make sure that it's comfortable for the client and it is not going to damage the natural eyelashes and cause any infections to the eyelid. Over here, I had to redo the mapping because it was starting to kind of get confusing like that on the eye patch. So anytime that you want to clean up your work, it's a good idea if it's going to help you lash faster and better. So this is what the actual mapping is for this set without showing the previous mapping. Now we're just continuing to fill in the eyelashes by isolating and applying nice fans on every single one. These are easy to fan eyelashes to help speed up the process. That's why some of the fans could look a little bit different than the others compared to fully handmade fans, but it really is worth it to save time with clients, especially if you have clients back to back. We love using the Yegi Mega Volume Easy Fanning Eyelashes and our Cashmere Easy Fanning Eyelashes. It keeps the sets nice and dense and full, and we can definitely apply them much faster. Now, any fan that's kind of tilting towards the inner corner or the wrong way, basically it's not directed straight or towards the outer corner, I'm not gonna leave on there because that will make my set look messy. Now if you're doing that purposefully to have a messy looking set, that's a different story, but in general we do want to keep the fans facing up straight and directing all of them to the same direction. This is how your set's gonna look really nice and clean. We are going to give it a nice little brush and check it out to see how our set is looking, if it looks pretty nice and even, or if we need to change or remove or replace anything else before we complete the look. So go ahead and use a lash mirror, take a look so you don't have to wait until she opens her eyes and you are surprised that there's 1 or 2 out of place, and then we are going to pretty much finish up the set. Now I did find this little corner to have a little bit more sparse area, so we're going to look to see if there are any more natural eyelashes that we can find to add 1 or 2 more in there. Now here you can see how we can direct a fan. So when we place an extension or a fan onto the natural eyelashes and it's tilting left or right, we do have a second or so to adjust it with our tweezers. And this is what I mean when I say direct with your tweezers. Now that we are done, we are going to give it a good dry. We're going to dry her eyelashes so that adhesive is dry for about 3 minutes. We're going to apply our super bonder and then we are good to go. We are going to dry one last time to make sure everything is nice and dry and nothing's going to bother the client. Remember, if the adhesive is even slightly not cured or not fully dried, that's when it could stink or kind of irritate the eye if she were to open it. So make sure you take your time and dry it really well. So when she opens her eyes, she doesn't tear up and everything's a lot smoother.
Hold me close till I get up.
Well, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please give me ideas of what type of content you guys would like to see in the eyelash extension world. And don't forget, we also have the Yegi Project podcast to give you guys business advice, because I think that helps a lot. Even when you master and know how to do your technique perfectly, you do need to know how to run a business, how to be a good entrepreneur in order to be successful. So that's why the Yegi Project exists, and I hope it helps. But until next time, bye!